Hi Karina, thank you very much for coming and taking your time and having a conversation with us. So, how are you?
Thank you, Ambika, for having me. It's a great opportunity, and I'm looking forward to introducing Puressentiel to you and to the Indian audience so that we can introduce the brand and launch it with its great galore in India as well.
Yes, we are very much sure. We are looking forward to have this healthy and well-being conversation with you. Actually, I would say that. So, shall we begin?
Yeah, ready to start.
So Karina, I'm very curious to know we would want you to describe aromatherapy and how does it play a vital role in your everyday routine and what is the stigma of this?
Okay, just to give an introduction, so aromatherapy is actually a subset of Ayurveda, which we've had in our country for over 6,000 years. It comes down from generation to generation from our grandparents, and then we still use the same beauty tips, the same well-being tips, the same health tips that our grandparents gave us, and it still comes down every generation, and we're still using these products and these formulations which falls under Ayurveda in our daily living. So aromatherapy is actually a subset of that, which only uses the essence and smells to sort of initiate and sort of stimulate the brain to make sure it gives you the correct health benefits.
Okay, so are you following this aromatherapy in your everyday?
So over the past few years, of course, I've learned a lot and done enough detailed studies and things like that to try and understand what aromatherapy is all about. From the very beginning as to where it starts from and what the base of aromatherapy is, which is essential oils. So from there, how it's distilled, how it's manufactured, how the formulations come together, and the benefits that it gives us as an end user. So it has taken me enough time, but now I've started gradually integrating sort of not just Puressentiel but essential oils and aromatherapy products into my daily lifestyle.
Nice. Could you please enlighten us a bit about what made you interested in this brand for the Indian market?
Obviously we all know with the pandemic situation that's at hand. We have been looking into this brand and with this changing trend of I think not just cosmetics and beauty, but also the industry in terms of wellness, lifestyle, health, food, everything moving towards a more natural and sustainable sort of lifestyle. So in that sense, I've noticed that there's a shift where people are looking for more long-term solutions, less chemicals, less side effects, those kinds of products. So when we came across this brand, it looked really interesting, and somehow I think it fell into place because COVID happened at the same time. So we said now is actually the best time to introduce this into the market. So we did introduce and launch the brand in October last year into the Indian market, again both offline and online.
Okay.
So that's how we said it makes sense because COVID I think was actually the really good player in this.
Right. Okay, the products are here and I'm like having twinkle in my eyes. So I would want to know how you describe us or recommend us and what these are using, like the famous.
So the range that we've started with is obviously very limited because we wanted to sort of slowly get the products gradually into the market. Again, like we discussed, Puressentiel is actually, I'll give you a little brief about Puressentiel. So Puressentiel is actually a family-run French brand which started in 2005. The founders of the brand are actually natural therapists themselves.
Okay.
So they themselves in-house make their own formulations. So they source the essential oil ingredients from all over the world, South America, India as well. And in their labs in France, they sort of make the formulations and kind of making some of the formulas because its efficacy and clinical tests have been really fruitful and positive.
Okay.
So they have come up with these ready-to-use aromatherapy products. Now, what we understand from essential oils is that yes, we have individual essential oil ingredients, but there has to be a science and a methodology as to how you're supposed to use the product. You can't just put it on your skin or heat it or put it on your hair directly. There always has to be a base to it. There has to be certain certification that the essential oil needs to have to give you the correct benefits. So we have here a range of ready-to-use products, like I mentioned. So just to begin with, give you a little feedback. This is our Rest and Relax air spray. It's an air spray, like I mentioned. The benefit of this is that it has 12 essential oils. The product is completely natural. It has no chemical ingredients in it, no synthetic sort of chemicals added, no parabens, and it literally gets sprayed into the room to give you a perfect, good, solid night's sleep. So how the product works is that with its lavender and chamomile essential oil mix as part of the 12 essential oils, once you spray it in the room, it actually triggers your brain to calm and balance your nervous So this actually helps sort of calm your mind. It's like the same feeling that you get when you enter a spa, for example. It just gives you a sense of relaxation.
So we need to
that's
spray
the
this
product.
before how much time?
So you just spray the product in your bedroom. Maybe like 10-20 minutes before you sort of enter the bedroom. Spray 4 sprays in 4 different corners of the room. Shut the door and then wait for like 20 minutes. Walk in and then you just, and literally as soon as you inhale the smell, you do kind of feel a sense of relaxation and gives you a full night's sleep. So this is our rest and relax spray. Again, the sprays are, they obviously do have disclaimers that is not being able to use for sort of everybody in the household. Most people are allowed to use essential oils except for there's always exceptions. Pregnant women, people who have severe asthma, if you suffer from epilepsy, other medical conditions of course. For the infants, when you're like between 6 months onwards, we actually have a infant-friendly baby version of the same. So actually, again, you massage this, it's like a sort of jelly that you massage on your baby's chest and back, and it actually gives them the same impact, the same sort of relaxation that an adult can get from the product. So this is our rest and relax spray. Moving on, we have something called the purifying spray. Now in India, the concept of purification is not the same as sanitization. So we have, for example, because of COVID, we're sort of spraying sanitizer on our surfaces, on our hands, everywhere, but we don't actually realize that it's not just the surfaces and the contact, it's also in the air. So things are also airborne, there's a lot of particles in the air. There's also something known as indoor pollution, which actually comes from the heat in the AC. It comes from the fridge, the charger, the laptop, and those things we don't actually really pay attention to. But for that, we've actually developed this 41 essential oil, patented, clinically tested product which actually gets sprayed into the room and sort of attaches itself to, let's say, the molecules and sort of clear and purifies the air. Yes, we have air purifiers that we use at home, but that again is just rotating the air. It actually doesn't sort of kill 99.9% of the germs, viruses, fungi, dust mites that we have and we face at home. So this product actually is clinically tested to prove that it actually kills the germs or viruses. So it's actually something which is very new. Not very many Indians understand this concept, but it's surely worth giving a try. And then I obviously do recommend it for you to start with as well. And then again, you can use this in your office. You can use it inside your bathroom where you feel there's fungus. You can use it in your cupboard where you feel your clothes get this moldy smell. So you sort of spray it in there as well. You can put it in your shoe rack. You can put it in the lift when you're entering an office building because you don't want the same air to be rotated, and again, because of COVID, everybody is extra careful.
There's a news launch or new scenario.
Exactly. So it actually has multiple uses.
And
it has actually helped even more because of
it. Okay. So you have just told us the combination of rest and relax with the baby balm. Do you want to recommend any combination with this, or it's just the hero?
So the purifying spray is actually the hero product of the brand overall in the world. I mean, it's sold in 90 countries right now, and the purifying spray is the ultimate patented hero product that they have in their range. So this obviously comes separately as part of the purifying range. So now we're obviously building on that because we have introducing a sanitizer and things like that because of the demand. But otherwise, as a home product, pre-post-COVID regardless, this is something which is highly recommended. And like I said, I think the efficacy of the products is so good that the number of loyal customers that we are seeing coming back, or like the word of mouth that we're seeing, the response to the products is actually extremely high. So if you use this, you are sure to want to buy another product or to sort of try one of the other ranges.
So this is your hero.
And then moving on to our third range is the respiratory range. This is we call it our green cap range. It's actually a respiratory spray. So now you actually, I mean, everybody sees something that all Indians and people all across the world are facing is, you know, when you shift from summer to winter, we have seasonal ailments like the cold, cough,
allergies,
things like that, and it's because of the weather. We don't actually realize that now everybody gets scared because if you cough at home, everybody thinks like, oh my god, you know, isolate or quarantine or something. So just to sort of more of a prevention and precautionary measure, it's a very tiny spray actually, it's easy pocket friendly. It has a mix of 9 essential oils, and you literally just spray one into your handkerchief and you can snip it. You can actually put it in when you do steam, because Indians all do steam. You spray it into your hot water.
Okay.
And then you can steam
And we
with
can
that.
inhale.
Yeah. And the best part of the product is that it gives you instant relief. So it's
Okay.
like you have, even if I spray to you right now for one spray as well, and again it's an air spray, so you don't spray it on your nose, you don't put it directly onto you. But if you spray it around you, you will feel instant any blockages in your nasal passage and any sort of congestion and things like that. It literally helps you fix that problem instantly.
Okay.
So the product is again very useful, very reasonably priced.
Any exceptions? Person who is not supposed to use it.
Again, for somebody who's got actually this is even tested for like people who have mild to moderate asthma.
Okay.
So unless you have a severe case where you should consult your doctor, or if you have severe allergy to essential oils, because this is 100% natural. So there's no side effects, there's no addictions, there's no long-term like any bad ailments that you will face from it. But it's just that if you already suffer from like epilepsy, if you're pregnant, if you're a newborn baby, they don't recommend to use the product directly because these essential oils are very strong.
Yeah.
So you have to be a bit careful when using it. But again, for this, because this is not meant to be used for babies, we have the baby version. Again, like a balm, which you sort of apply on the chest, and you can get the same impact.
So you recommend this for the, not for the babies, but for babies, this is the specialist product for exactly the same, which this is great, right? Okay.
It's a baby-friendly version.
It's a baby-friendly version.
Exactly.
So, quite a concept, I would say. This is basically the home for essential oils. Like, it comes in easiness, you put it in a pocket and you just go and you can use
so this basically becomes a part of your travel kit. It becomes a part of your essentials kit because now we all have one little pouch which has a sanitizer, a mask, and then you should put it in your pure essentials tray. And then you have like a little kit which is ready for you.
Nice. So I am not letting anything go out of this space. And thank you for explaining this. It has been very informative and I think it's good for the public as well.